Okay.
ADHD is one of the most prominent and misunderstood issues in American education. According to Dr. David Redu, a psychiatrist and a writer for Psychology Today, diagnosing someone with ADHD is like diagnosing someone as being too tall. I am a college student with ADHD, and I struggle more with how teachers and colleges treat me than actually learning. It has been difficult, but I've learned how to succeed, and I will tell you how. According to the Institute of Mental Health, nearly 2 million children in the U.S. have ADHD. As one of those children, I struggled in elementary school. Not because I couldn't learn. In reality, I used to make the AB honor roll. But teachers didn't know how to handle me. I was sent to the principal's office pretty much on a weekly basis for acting up. And in kindergarten, I had the worst issue just getting to know my teacher. In kindergarten, I was reading on a 6th grade level, but by 2nd grade, I could barely focus on assigned reading, and I started to hate school. How does a bright child at the top of his class go to barely making C's? I'll tell you, it wasn't easy. I used to be able to hear information in class and remember it forever. So going from high A's to low C's was a chore. First, I started acting out, intentionally doing things that would bug my teachers so that they would pass me off to student teachers. Then, I would never do my homework until the last second, and before it was due, the work would be sloppy, and I wouldn't remember most of it. Finally, I would daydream during class and imagine I was in another world where people understood me and weren't so mean. In high school, things changed. The rules got less strict, and I was given the freedom I needed to learn in my own way. This was a crucial point in my education. Before high school, I had been consistently working against my teachers and myself, but now I was working with my teachers. The Healthline website explains that acting out is usually caused by suppressed or denied feelings or emotions. In elementary school, we formed straight lines with our hands behind our back, folded. We always looked forward, and we were expected to maintain order at all times. I felt ignored, and so I worked hard to make myself heard. In high school, all these rules went away. My teachers listened to me, and as a result, I started to do better. The problem was, I had worked so hard to not learn that I didn't know how to actually learn anymore. I could no longer hear something and remember it forever. I was doing all my homework at the last minute and forgetting it, and I only studied 5 minutes before exams and just barely passed. Elementary school had seriously damaged me, and I had to undo all of that damage before college. It wasn't easy, and I wasn't entirely successful. But by my senior year, I had learned how to do homework the day before it was due, and I could prepare study guides for exams. Now I am in college, and my ADHD has brought a whole new set of issues. My teachers are different every semester. Each class is vastly different, and exams are poorly written. In Stephanie Sarkis' book, Making the Grade with ADD, she points out that college students with ADHD have lower GPAs, more social concerns, emotional instability, and are at a higher risk for substance abuse. I had to start all over again with learning how to succeed. The first thing I did was get diagnosed with ADHD. I had always known that I had had it, but I had never been officially diagnosed. Once I got diagnosed, I was able to go to the disability services on campus and get help. They let me have extra time on exams, and they gave me a quiet room to take them in. I started taking medication, which made a world of difference. I was finally able to sit and read my textbooks. One of the biggest changes I made was taking online classes. Having ADHD makes sitting in a classroom, listening to a lecture, excruciating and unbearable. Most of the teachers just read off a PowerPoint that they already upload online, and there are numerous distractions in the classroom. By taking online classes, I can put headphones on while I go through the PowerPoint. All of the classroom material is uploaded at the beginning of the semester, so I can work at my own pace, and I can do class whenever I want. This has allowed me to thrive in college and be more successful in my classes, as well as have a better relationship with my professors. As I have progressed in my education, I have found that many people still don't realize that ADHD is not a disability, but it is a different way of learning. The book Making the Grade with ADD estimates that close to 10% of the college population has ADHD, and that number is steadily rising. We look at the business world and we see prominent people in CEO positions like Mark Zuckerberg, the founder of Facebook, with ADHD, and I think we should ask ourselves why colleges aren't more conducive to learning with ADHD. If the goal is to be successful, why do professors still teach in rigid, antiquated methods? I've had to do the work to close the learning gap between me and my peers. It only took me 4 years and a great deal of money outside of the costs that college already has, but I feel it has been worth it. So I hope that you have heard what I've been saying, and you make the effort to help students with ADHD who do not have the advantages that I have. Thank you.